Okay, so here we are in our dashboard. We've just logged in, and the first thing we need to do as a salesperson is create a list of leads to start working from. So to do that, we head over to the Leads tab here. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to create a view. I've got about 10,000 leads in here. I imported them from a big list that was an Excel file. So I just fed all that data into this program. So there's tons of people in here, and the question is, how do we filter all those people so that we know that we're getting good matches to the type of people that we're looking for? So in order to do this, we need to create a list. This drop down shows you a bunch of lists that I've already created or that have been automatically generated by Salesforce, like today's leads, recently viewed leads, my unread leads. These are all things that Salesforce generates. You can see I've made some views myself, like by zip code or by zip code with this many employees. So I'll show you how to do that. It can be a really useful tool, and it's essential to be able to use this program. So the first thing we do, as you can see, I'll go back and show you. Okay, so we're at home, then we click on leads, then we click on this, create new view. So you do that, and then you get to name the view. And let's say I want to work the 78702 area code, which is, I don't even know where that is. Is that East Austin or UT area or something, or downtown? I don't know. So let's just say 78702, and I'm going to look for, say I'm just getting started in sales here, and I want to look for companies with 20 to 50 people. And then once I practice on that group, I'll work my way up, say, to like 50 to 100 people or something. So then we go down here. This is how Salesforce remembers it for its own internal purposes. Don't mess with this. Just let it automatically fill out. And just as a side note, as you're filling out anything in Salesforce, if you see a red bar by it, like you do right here and right here, that means that it's a mandatory field and you have to fill it out for what you're trying to do to work. Okay, so we've created our new view, we've named it, and now we need to specify what we want that view to look like. So we're going to, you can go ahead and ignore this, all unconverted leads, just leave it as it is. And let's see, so we're going to look for these pieces of information and specify what we want. Let's see, first of all, I'm looking through this. Okay, I want to specify that the zip code equals 78702. In fact, I'm going to put that the zip code contains 78702 because sometimes you get those zip codes that have the dash and then 4 other numbers in it. So I just want to make sure that those are kept in this view as well. So I'm going to make the zip code there. Let's see. I want the number of employees to be greater or equal to 20. And I want the number of employees also just to be, let's see, number of employees, where is it? Less than or equal to 50. Okay, and that's for the 78702 zip code. And then now I get to choose how I want that information to show up to me whenever I'm looking at the list. So I'm just going to leave this how it is right now, and then we'll take a look at it, and as we move through the videos, maybe we'll do some editing of the stuff that actually shows up. But the reason why you can choose all these different types of information to pick from is because that information was contained in that big file that I had ingested into Salesforce with the 10,000 different leads. So it's picking based on information that it already knows about these companies. And that's how you can specify this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and leave all this how it is. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take off owner alias. I don't think that's necessary. I'm going to, I don't care if it's been, actually I do care if it's been read. That's how we know that we won't have to go back to it. We can take off state. We know that everybody's going to be in Austin if they're at 78701. We want their name, their company. I also want their phone number. And I think that's going to be pretty useful, so I'll be putting it right up here. And I think lead source is going to be good to go ahead and have in there as well. Most of these are going to be coming from that one place, the book of lists is what that's called, and I believe that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make this visible only to me for now. Save it. And now I've got a list of leads in 78702 with 20 to 50 people, where the zip code contains 78702. And so if I click on, okay, so that's good enough for now. I'll stop the video here.